have heard in the previous speeches of my teammates, we believe marijuana should remain illegal in the U.S. for the following reasons. Marijuana is very addictive by itself and is also a gateway drug which can lead to other stronger and more addictive drugs. Also, marijuana is the most commonly abused illegal drug in the U.S. and around the world. Abusing this drug can make a lot of people sick and make people with illnesses worse. Scientific research relates marijuana use to damaged brain cells, decreased hormone production in both sexes, acute memory loss, lowered immune systems, and impaired motor skills. And even medical marijuana can be more harmful than helpful. Marijuana can also increase public costs. Consuming drugs adds to the risk of giving burdens to public funds. Alone, alcohol costs 15 times more than the revenue gained by its taxation. Like alcohol, taxation of marijuana is because of the higher risk in car accidents. These accidents happen due to marijuana's effect to the body by impairing your mind and senses so you can't drive alertly. Marijuana has many effects to your body, such as suppression of the immune system, growth disorders, increase of abnormally structured cells in the body, and more. But marijuana can also affect your mind. Regular use of marijuana compromises the ability to learn and remember information by impairing the ability to focus, sustain, and shift attention. Long-term use reduces the ability to organize and integrate complex information. Marijuana can even take points off your IQ. Not only does marijuana harm humans, but it can harm the environment as well. Outdoor marijuana farms are a threat to wildlife and natural resources needed for survival. Animals are being poisoned by chemical pesticides needed for growing marijuana. So in conclusion, we believe marijuana should not be legalized in the U.S. for the disaster that could happen if we make this drug legal. Thank you.
Whenever we hear the word marijuana, it's like an immediate red flag goes up in our heads, telling us that it's dangerous and that it's bad. But it's because, the whole thing, the red flag thing, is because since we were little, we have been brought up to only believe, the facts that are given to us, the facts that are not true, some of which are marijuana doesn't have any medical purposes or it's highly addictive. We have told you that that isn't true, because medical uses do apply to marijuana. We have told you that it can help cancer, like nausea patients, and many other reports. We've also told you how marijuana is not as addictive, because caffeine is more addictive than marijuana. Think about that. Just think about that for a second. Caffeine. You drink it every day, and it's more addictive than marijuana. As Callan said, we spend so much money on marijuana illegalization that could instead be put to things like regulating alcohol and tobacco and other legal drugs even more, and helping stop the whole death issue with marijuana. There's not been one single case of marijuana death out there, and no one has ever been overdosed on it, while tobacco and alcohol have had many death cases. So things like that, alcohol and tobacco and all of that, are legal while they're killing people, but marijuana is not while they haven't even killed anyone. The truth of the matter is, marijuana legalization isn't really that bad. It's just that we find it hard to admit because we have just been told facts that are highly bad about it. We're just made to think that it's bad because it's a drug and it can cause you to get high. But even though it's illegal, people are still using marijuana. It's not like it's not happening. So we think marijuana should be legal because yes, it's high, it can get you high, and yes, it can be bad in some cases, but in reality it's really not that bad. If we make it legal, it could be a new step towards not only economic beneficial things to the United States, but it can also help us grow medically and socially and morally.
Thank you very much.